Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and I am so happy that you're here. As you can see by the title of my video or maybe even my thumbnail, we are back with another Budget Diaries, and I believe this is episode 8. I am filming this on July 21st, 2025. Today should be a very short video. And honestly, I think you guys are going to be a little bit proud of your girl because this past weekend, I barely did any spending, y'all. Like, you can see it here. And most of these are... Anyway, you should be very proud of me. I would hope y'all are, because I have been trying to reel my spending in, okay? I've been trying to reel it in, gain some control, and I am proud of myself. Just gonna say it. So shouldn't be a long video. I'm just gonna go over what I spent over this past weekend and probably talk a little bit about what I wanted to spend but had enough restraint to not spend it, which is, this is good. We're clocking it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on into this video, y'all. Okay, I just put Judah down for a nap. I said, okay, it's gonna be the perfect time to film. As soon as I did my intro, I just see his head popping up like, huh? What'd you say? Huh? Let me show y'all what he looks like right now. Say hi. Say, yeah, just peeking on in, just to see what you're doing, Mom. I heard that you were filming, so I said, hey, why not, you know? Yeah. Say hi, Judah Woodah. So like I mentioned, I am filming this on Monday, July 21st. On Friday, July 18th, I did not post a video because we were gone all day and I actually spent the night at my mom's house. I was there Saturday and I came back home Saturday. Sunday we went to church and had a chill day, and now I'm back today. For my Budget Diary series, I like to film Monday through Friday and then leave the weekend off. So I do apologize for not filming last Friday, but I will try and get 5 videos out this week, y'all. 5 whole videos. Lauren comes back on Sunday. We are so excited. I don't know why I put that in there. I just had to put it in there because I've been thinking about her all day. Anyway, so on July 19th, which was Saturday, before I mention that, Friday, July 18th, I had a no spend day. Yes, no spend day. Yes, so proud of myself for that. July 19th, which was a Saturday, I had to get my hair done, which we have already budgeted for. Okay, so this has not come to a surprise for any of us. Your girl wrote it down. Hair appointment, you know, it was already written down. It was already included in the spending budget for the month. So I budgeted $180, but I wasn't able to get my hair dyed, so I only spent $135, and that was including the tip. It was actually $115, but I gave her a $20 tip, and that is for spending. Let me see the spending color. This green here. On the same day, I had to purchase some bubble mailers from Amazon for the orders that I needed to ship. So I purchased that. It was $22, and that is going to come out of my business expense. And this business category I just added today, and it's this light green. So any business expense that I have, aside from my business bills that I already budget for, are going to come out of my business income. So what I have done this month, and what I honestly do every month, is I like to wait until the end of the month to see how much money I have racked up in my business account, and then I take out whatever needs to be taken out. So usually my business expenses, my business bills, they come out of my regular checking account, and then at the end of the month I just do a transfer from my business checking to my personal checking. So right now, all of the business income that I have made for the month is still sitting in my business account. I will just wait until the end of the month, after I reconcile all of my spending, to transfer one amount from business checking to personal checking. and that one amount is going to include business expenses and business bills. The next day, which was yesterday, July 20th, it was a Sunday, after church, I needed to get gas. Y'all, when I tell you, the light was blinking. I was so scared. I had to call my mom. It was just me and Judah in the car. I didn't want to get gas on the way to church because I was going to miss it. And, you know, I was attending a new church. I didn't want to miss any of the worship. Didn't know how packed parking was going to be, or, you know, etc. So I was like, okay, I can make it. I can make it. Which I did indeed make it. Glory to God. As I'm leaving the church parking lot, it's like that 2 miles that I had left to went from 2 miles to 0 in literally 2 seconds. I said, what happened to my 2 miles? You know, I was banking on those 2 miles to get me to the gas station. So I was on the phone with my mom. I said, Mom, you need to stay on the phone because I'm a little scared right now. She was like, well, you should make it to the gas station. Usually your gas tank has a little bit left over even after it hits 0 miles. I said, I ain't never tested my gas tank before. This is literally the first time in my life with this car that I have tested how far the gas will go. Y'all, the freaking gas light is just blinking, like, feed me. And I'm like, okay, I'm like a mile away from the gas station, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I said, Mom, what happens if I run out of gas? She said, well, you just got to pull over on the side of the road. I said, you gonna come get me? You live like over an hour away. I'm like, then I'm gonna have to call my grandparents and all that stuff, and I ain't want to bother anyone. But your girl, she made it. By the grace of God, she made it. I know the way I just built up that story, it felt like it was going to have like this suspenseful end, but it really doesn't. I made it to the gas station. I filled up my tank, and we made it home safe and sound. But y'all, that 1 minute of panic, y'all, right after I got out of church, you see what the enemy be doing. We're not going to blame the enemy, though. We're not going to blame him because that's me. We need to stop blaming the enemy for everything, okay? Let's move on. So gas was $39, and that was a full tank, y'all, because like I said, your girl was on -2. Okay. Starbucks. Your girl went to Starbucks yesterday after church, and I regret it because it was the worst matcha I've ever had in my life. So I'm very upset with that. I'm like, you know what? I need to just make my matchas from home. It's like, it gave me the bubble guts. It gave me everything I didn't need. And I was so upset because I was like, that was $8 I didn't need to spend, but I really wanted it, you know, but I didn't need it. So honestly, y'all, I'm getting tired of the Starbucks matchas simply because I feel like although I don't make them as good as Starbucks, I'm learning to make it as good as Starbucks. And then like once I get it to the Starbucks tier, then I'm gonna go above that, you know. So I just need to give myself a little bit patience, you know. But yeah, no more Starbucks, especially like the way my stomach feels after. I don't know what it is, but anyway, today I only had one expense, another business expense. So I had to go to USPS. Y'all, let me tell you this. I went to USPS. Why did I need to spend $28 at the post office to mail orders when I already have the shipping label on them? Because the mailers that I purchased from Amazon that literally came yesterday were the wrong size. So I ended up having to pay for the post office mailers, which cost me $28. So now I have to return the mailers that I purchased from Amazon, and there we go. Like, I'm like, yo, I was so frustrated because I was waiting till today to ship those orders because I didn't want to pay for the post office mailers. I purchased 10 mailers for $28 at the post office when the mailers that I purchased from Amazon were $22 for 50 of them, but they were the wrong size. So yeah, I took a L on that one, you know. But yeah, that's it, y'all. And that's all I got for the weekend. I am very proud of myself because this was in budget. These are business expenses that will be taken care of already. It's not like it's coming out of my budget necessarily. Gas you need to purchase, and well, we're not gonna talk about Starbucks. That was something I didn't need to purchase, but we're not doing it anymore. We're not doing it anymore. So that is my spending for the weekend, y'all. Let me know down below in the comments how you did. Your girl had a no spend day. That rarely happens over here, simply because I always feel like I gotta be out doing something, because I just don't like being at home because it's boring. Especially with 2 kids, I feel like I gotta get out of the house. And you know, when you leave your house, you spend money. So I've been trying to stay in the house. But nothing in my monthly budget has changed. Like I said, I'm filming this on the 21st. The next bill that comes up is on the 23rd. So we're good over here, y'all. We are good over here. But that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like I was a little bit more talkative today, simply because I have so much energy and I don't know why. I'm gonna try and put Judah back for his nap because he literally slept 2 minutes. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for y'all. I hope you all enjoyed it. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Oh, and thank you so much for all the love and support y'all showed me in my last video, my debt confession. I'm going through the comments and reading them right now, and I have one of the best support community on YouTube, and that is for sure. And I really appreciate it, y'all. I can't wait to see what God does with my debt and just with my financial journey and just with my life, you know. And like I mentioned in that video, if you are feeling alone in some way on this debt payoff journey, just know you're not alone. Like, honestly, come check out your girl's videos every day. Come spend some time with me. Do your budget as I'm doing my budget, or take a little bit of time each day just to go through your budget and see what needs to change, see what you missed, you know, make it fun. So yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Love y'all. God bless y'all. I'll see you in my next video.